accused of killing Darnell Taylor has been booked into the Franklin County Jail, and court documents are revealing new information about the 5-year-old boy's death. In an affidavit, police say Maye suffocated Darnell Taylor while inside their home on Reeb Avenue. Pammy Maye was extradited from Cuyahoga County today, where she was arrested over the weekend. Last Wednesday, police issued a statewide Amber Alert for the 5-year-old after police say Maye told her husband she had killed the boy. The couple served.
What's up, guys? Won't hold you long. Just bringing you the update as promised. Pammy Maye comes before the judge to learn her fate. From what we find out, the cause of death was, I believe, smothering. So her bond is set, I believe, at $4 million. But you guys will be able to check it out in the news clip. Yeah, tragic story, betrayal, and just another person debunking the whole nurturing, most caring myth. Like I said before, it doesn't matter. The gender is all about the person, and the devil can get in anybody, and that's what we're witnessing. Just this week, it's been about at least 3 or 4 more suicides, or just mothers murdering kids, and it's just it's sickening. But again, here's the update, bringing it to you in full force. Hope you guys get enough information to satisfy your curiosity, man, and get the help you got. People, get the help you need, and let this be a lesson in the educational video too for all the young people out there, whether that be male or female, that can learn from this, man. You don't want to be having children or getting pregnant, impregnating women, having kids if you're not financially and mentally stable to handle it, because life, especially as tough as it's getting now, will break you. It will break you. It will put you in a position where you never thought you would be in the mindset where you never thought you'd be, and cause you to do these things that we're seeing on a daily basis. And I'm speaking on a broad of situations at this moment in topic, because it's happening every day. Once as I'm doing one story, another one pops up. It's like, wow, they just don't stop. Fresh. So, but rest in peace to the young man Darnell, and hopefully justice is served, and hopefully this lady get the help she need. Y'all pray for the whole situation. And here's the update. I won't hold you no longer. Without further ado, here it is. Let's get to it.
Hearing from a grandmother in devastating pain who is now determined to get justice for her innocent grandson. 5-year-old Darnell Taylor was found murdered yesterday morning after an Amber Alert. His legal guardian in jail right now. Michelle Nix has the emotional conversation on Just One Station.
What just rips your heart out about this case is that 5-year-old Darnell Taylor was placed in the legal custody of someone he should have felt safe with. Instead, 48-year-old Pammy Maye is now accused of killing an innocent child. An Amber Alert on Wednesday signaled a family's worst nightmare.
That really broke my heart, because it's like, first of all, why did you do it? And then now you threw him out in the sewers like he was a piece of trash.
Shonda McGee of Columbus is the maternal grandmother of Darnell. Her heart forever broken as she struggles to understand how a woman entrusted with the little boy's care now stands accused of doing the unthinkable.
I feel that she feels that, well, if I can't have him, nobody else can have him.
But honestly, what my wonder is? Why then, since all these people, like the grandparents on both sides, and this one that is speaking, why didn't you guys get him then? Why everybody couldn't get him, but now everybody, after he did, and after, it could possibly be some type of, outcry for it. Why everybody coming for it now? But that's typically how things go, though, in the world. It's like when you really need people, or when you're down or need a place to stay, ain't nobody there. You're on your own, basically. I guess, and apparently even as a child. But when the cameras are out, and you know, it's an outcry, and then everybody showing up talking about what should have been done, and who should have did what. But yeah, why didn't you do it? I'm just asking. I don't know. I'm not coming down on people about the situation. I'm really not, because it could have been a situation. But I'm just saying though, like, and y'all talking like you care now, but where were you though? Why y'all just didn't get him? He'll still be alive for somebody that actually cared for him, had him. You see what I'm saying? These mothers kill their own blood every day. You don't think that one of them could possibly kill one that is not? And she said that, well, she believed the lady felt like if she couldn't have him, then nobody couldn't. Well, obviously she's an older woman. She probably can't have kids. You see what I'm saying? And that's probably, and most likely, that's the reason why she took him. You know, probably got bonded with him and knew that she wouldn't be able to have kids of her own, or felt that she couldn't after years of probably trying. And, you know, which I'm not giving her no excuses for nothing. I'm just saying, you guys, you know, the grandfather was about the only one that said this is kind of our fault. He probably would be the only one that would say something like that too, that because they didn't take him, but they said they couldn't handle him. They older people. But this new lady that's talking, this I believe they said this is the grandmother. On the other side, she looks pretty young, but I don't know, man. I'm just saying, like, why didn't you guys take him then? You know, and he'd probably still be alive. But I'm just asking the question. I don't know the situation. I'm not trying to come down on people. This is a tough time, and you know, the circumstances is harsh. People are grieving, but it's just, I'm just thinking that as I'm listening, like, why you get him? You know, why do you get him? Why are you acting like you're so concerned now when you have so much to say? But you know, maybe they'll, you know, give that conclusion of that part of the story in the next update. Who knows? But I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt y'all. Carry on.
McGee says there had been strange behavior by Pammy May, who had blocked both sets of grandparents from calling the child. So 4 grandparents went to court, fighting for visitation with Darnell. Another hearing was set for March 11th. McGee wonders if Pammy May thought the child would be taken away.
Why would you take it upon yourself to kill an innocent child? Why?
Some family members also feel Children's Services failed them, although the guidelines for checking on legal guardians is far different than if May and her husband would have been foster parents.
As a caseworker, you should have stepped up. Even if you had to take law enforcement to that house and step up and say, okay, you guys are not abiding by the grandparents.
You see, and that was exactly my point, is why I had to stop and say something in the last piece of the segment about why didn't you get him. Now, I believe that was the grandmother still speaking about what somebody else should have did, and y'all should have did this, but the circumstances are not the same, because it's not like they were, I believe they said it's not like they were the foster parents from the system, but the family gave it to the friend. So it's somewhat different circumstances involved in that. And but y'all should have did this. Y'all should have stepped up. Okay, well, you were the grandmother. Why you ain't do it? That's what I'm saying. Y'all always trying to tell somebody else what they should have did. And wait, this ain't this how you should have did that. But yeah, your life, you look behind you and you got a pile of dirt stacked up. Why didn't you do it? You know, if you would have did it, he'd still been alive. If you know so much and you know better. But that's exactly what I was talking about. And here you come telling other people what they should have did. Well, why didn't you do it if you know what's best for the kid and what should have happened? You probably were going on about your business, living your life. You done raised your kids. You know, that's what y'all say typically with these grandbabies. Or whatever, however that go. That's what y'all say. You done raised your kids. So if you would have did it, maybe, you know, Darnell will still be here. But that was my point. That was exactly my point. But again, here goes.
What hurts the most? Nothing can bring Darnell back.
Darnell he was such a loving child. He will give you the biggest hug. The smile alone just makes your heart melt.
The 5-year-old will never have a chance to grow up and spend a lifetime with those he loved.
And with Pammy, whatever the judge throw at her, let him throw it at her. Right now, I say God is in your hand, because I know God is going to do right and find justice for my grandson.
Pammy May was taken to Metro Health by Brooklyn police when she was arrested on Friday. It's unclear if she's been released from the hospital, but she could go before a judge as early as Monday for her initial appearance on murder charges.
The woman accused of killing 5-year-old Darnell Taylor and disposing of his body in a sewer drain faced a judge this morning for the first time. NBC4's Delaney Ruth is live with what we learned. Delaney.
Christine, good morning. Well, Pammy May, she is accused of suffocating Darnell Taylor to death and then disposing of his body in a sewage drain on Marsdale Avenue. Now, May and her husband were the legal guardians of Darnell Taylor. Now, May was arraigned this morning on charges of murder, kidnapping, and endangering children, and that was in the Franklin County Courthouse. Court documents show that May allegedly suffocated the little boy inside their home on Reeb Avenue around 11 a.m. on February 13th. May's husband called 911 early on the 14th, saying his wife told him she killed the 5-year-old. She then took a gray Jeep and drove away, which police found abandoned in Brooklyn, Ohio later that morning. May arrived here in Columbus yesterday and was booked into jail. In court this morning, the prosecution said May has a history of mental illness, including bipolar and schizophrenia.
The state is requesting a high bond based on the severity of the offense at issue, the young age of the victim, relationship with the parties, public safety concerns, as well as the risk of flight, as shown by her flight prior to her capture in Cleveland.
And with that, May did receive a $3 million bond on the murder charge and an extra $1 million for the kidnapping and endangering children case, making a total of $4 million bond for Pammy May. She is set to be back in court on March 1st. Local for you in Columbus, I'm Delaney Ruth, NBC4.